Hello, everybody. I'm Josh Epstein. I'm from the Northeast Seattle and Shoreline Tool Library, and I'm going to be talking about our tool sales here. So this is the why of why we do tool sales for one of our fundraisers. Um, we're trying to keep more tools out of the landfill, and we were finding that we had to turn away tools. People were bringing them, we didn't have the space for them, our inventory was full, so we'd say no thank you. And then maybe those would get recirculated or stored, but maybe they'd go to the landfill. We were also helping folks buy used instead of new, so they don't need to deal with the packaging, the transportation, all of that good stuff. And then also they're saving money. And of course, what we're talking about today is we made money. Finally, there's also a publicity aspect to it. I'll talk a little bit about how this can be a new member generator. We get new volunteers. It also keeps our other volunteers really engaged, and it's just really fun. It's kind of like a holiday. Everybody looks forward to it. So where we came from on this is we had just some extra tools. Our inventory kind of got a little too big. We took some of those extra tools and had a tool sale. And I imagine some other folks have tried this. Hopefully other folks have found some similar success. We were making under $1,000, but again, it was still fun and worth it overall, but it wasn't a huge moneymaker. In 2021, there was more and more people coming to us with tools, and we thought this is an opportunity. We can not only make more money, but keep these tools from going into the landfill. So we just found storage space everywhere we could. We cleared out high shelves and underneath the floorboards, and we built a shed, and we found this room over the bathroom. We just found wherever we could store tools. A volunteer offered up their garage to in one corner of it to store some other stuff. We found these great black bins. I'm not sure if these are universal, but around here, a lot of food banks have these really nice collapsible folding bins that are very small and easy to store away when they're not filled with stuff. And when they are, they stack nicely if you don't fill to the top. So that was pretty essential, is getting just dozens and dozens of those. And we put out a call, and we just collected thousands and thousands of tools. It turned out there are a lot of people retiring, downsizing, people are passing away, and their loved ones have a garage full of stuff. So we also find that people want to give to us because we are a nonprofit. We are keeping the tools being used. So we've had a lot of folks who maybe a loved one passes away and they want their tool to be loved and used still. It's very meaningful for them to pass it to a place where we're going to either be using it in our inventory or passing it on to somebody else who's going to use it. The first time we did this and collected all those tools, we made $5,000. So we thought we were on the right track. We've expanded how many tools, how many volunteers. We do it twice a year now. Last year was by far our most successful, and we made just under $8,000 for our spring tool sale, and then our fall tool sale, we made $12,000, so $20,000 for the year. Here's the model. So we accept all working non-gas powered tools. I think the one exception is radial arm saws. We have 2 of those, and they take up too much space, and they don't sell for a lot, so we don't take those anymore unless they're exceptional. We try to get all of our volunteers involved, as many people as we can. Like I said, we also get some new volunteers through this. We usually have 40 to 50 people helping us in some capacity. It can be just doing a bake sale item, or it's actually helping with the organizing of it, or it's being there as a cashier or directing people as where to go. We sort all the tools the night before and lay them out on tables or in bins so they're easily stackable and sortable, cover those up. Where you're seeing here, that's the back of Northeast Seattle, and nobody really goes back there in the night, so we can cover those up with a tarp and just lift off the tarp and go ready to go. We're having our next tool sale at Shoreline Tool Library, which is on a busy street. So we're going to try a new model where we have everything inside and in a box truck, and then get there early and pull it all out. But we're literally talking tens of thousands of tools. We moved to an IKEA style line where everybody tracks through and goes in the same path. And we found that that's made it really simple. And we also think it sells more because everybody sees pretty much every item there is. The big thing that has worked for us is all offers accepted and all sales are final. So it's all on a donation basis. We don't price anything. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But making sure that it's clear that these are donations, they're going to charity, that helps with that model. And then we generally sell pretty much everything, and we raise a bunch of money. We do have some stuff left over. We can do, a Goodwill run or a Habitat for Humanity run with some stuff, but we have trucks on site ready for a dump run, maybe a metal recycling and other recycling run as well. So with that pricing thing, this is something that comes up every year. I actually have debates with volunteers and we go, no, it's working, let's stick with it. But they're always like, but don't you want to price this thing? What about that? And I think we've made one exception. We got like a $4,000 generator once, and it was also an exception to our gas powered stuff, but it was just too nice to not take. And we sold that just online and made thousands of dollars. And I think we couldn't just put that up for whatever you want to pay. But there's a lot of benefit for doing it this way. We don't need to price anything, which with tens of thousands of tools would take forever. We find that we think people are actually giving more because, like Liana was saying, there is a great feeling when they're saying, oh, I'm not only getting this tool, but I'm giving to charity. This feels good. And because it's a donation and it's totally optional, we don't need to pay taxes on it. Just a little quick thing about advertising. Email distribution list is probably our main way we do it. We started doing just a small $50 ad on Facebook. And when people were coming through, we were asking how they heard about us. And that ended up being just about as much as our email distribution list. So it was all new people though. So that was huge. So I recommend that if you have an event you really want people to come for, there might be some ad, whether Facebook or otherwise, not that I love Facebook, but it did the job, that might be worth it for you. Of course, word of mouth, we make little quarter sheets and have everybody come in. Everybody's coming the month before. We're telling them about it. Please spread the word, put this on your refrigerator. We have signage like any kind of like rummage sale or garage sale. We use places like next door and everywhere, anywhere you can. Just a few more details. We do this as a one-day event from 9 to 3. We do it twice a year. And in Seattle, basically, we're trying to do it as early as we can in May, that we think that there might not be rain. So late May for us. And then again, late September, where we think it's safe enough that it's not going to dump on us, but that gives us the most space in between to collect tools. We try to keep it simple. We're always tempted to do t-shirt making and apple cider pressing and all this stuff. And generally speaking, there's so much logistics to it that we just try to keep it simple. We do a bake sale with this tool sale. It makes a little bit of money, but it also just really helps with the atmosphere. So it's worth it to do it to us and keeps people happy. Sometimes there's a line. But yeah, we use this also as a membership and volunteer recruitment event. So we make sure we have tablets out for folks to sign up for membership. We're doing tours in the tool library. We are signing up volunteers on the spot. So that's a really huge benefit to this too. So that's my case. It's a little example of how to make some money and create some community. And I highly encourage you all to do it because for us, it's been good.